4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome to the Screen Rhapsody. My name is Sino and I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, as prefaced by the title, I'm going to be reacting to the 2012 movie The Hunger Games starring Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcher, and is directed by, so the first one was directed by Gary Ross, and it is an adaptation of the book of the same name, The Hunger Games, written by Suzanne Collins. So without wasting anyone's time, let's watch this movie. Oh my goodness. Tributes. Human beings are and then transferred to a public arena where they will fight to the death until a lone victor remains. Wow.
A price the districts had to pay, but I think it has grown from that.
Excuse me?
It's something that knits us all together.
This is your third year as game man.
In the propaganda. What is this camera work? It's making me so nervous. It's shaky. It's unsteady. The shot is not steady.
You root for your favorites, you cry when they get killed. It's sick.
Yeah.
If no one watches, then they don't have a game. It's just
Thing.
But like, who would stop watching if it's like the only entertainment that they have? It's like a once a year event, right? So, but to the death. It's almost as though like we'll always be this way just because of our human conditioning.
Thank you.
There'll
girl.
always be those that are above and those that are below. There'll always be those that are how can I say this? There'll always be those that want to rule over others. And then there'll be others that will be made to feel and look at themselves as subservient to those that rule over the others. And it's always like the minority. It doesn't matter in which period of history you go into, or period of humanity, don't put it that way. That's kind of crazy. Like, is there no point where we'll ever reach equality or a semblance? I mean, to this day, people will still argue and say we have a semblance of equality, even though we don't. But will there ever be a time where we do actually have equality? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is painful. This is so messed up, yo. This is so messed up. Yo, This is so sad. This is actually making me so sad. It's so unfair. Yo.
Wish I looked like you.
Why would you look beautiful on the day that you might get picked to go and die? Alright guys, this is not fair, hey? This is not it. This camera work is creeping me out. Oh. Are those skulls?
This was the uprising that rocked our land.
Propaganda. Surely that must be propaganda.
Team just loved them, protected them.
Read them, loved them, protected them. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Because if it was true, they wouldn't rebel. That's not true. Said propaganda.
Serve as a reminder of our generosity and our forgiveness. This is
Our who and our what? Human pride and arrogance really knows no bounds. Because what?
how we
Primrose Everdeen.
So Her dream was true? She's 12, isn't she just 12? What bad luck is this? Are you insane? Yo. Does she know him? Do they know each other? Yo. Well, at least it looks like they evenly matched in age. It kind of makes sense, because imagine her sister pitted against this guy. It wasn't gonna work. She was gonna be snuffed out in like 5 minutes. So this kind of evens the odds a little bit. I don't know what Homie's up to. I don't know what he's like. I don't know anything about Homie. If he's a good swordsman, if he's a good hunter, if he's a good... What's he good at? We'll see. But at least this kind of makes sense. Ah, I'm so stressed. Oh, they know each other. Oh, I mean, they've met. Oh.
Happy Hunger Games!
You have 3 minutes.
To do what? Oh. Nerves.
Don't cry.
Eh. Whoa! How did I pick that up? How did I pick that up? That she's... But I mean, obviously she is the one that is in charge. So she's literally taken on the role of the mother. Because her sister cries to her. Her sister has gone to her consistently for comfort. While her mom was alive. Because even when she was saying to her friend, I can't just leave. I can't just up and leave because of my sister, Prim. She didn't mention her mom. How did I not pick that up? That's wild. So it's 24 people. So there's 12 districts, 2 from each one. Then there will be some younger ones who are probably going to be like really easy to get rid of. Ah! I'm talking about people. I'm saying get easy to... easy to get rid of. I'm talking about people. They're different in my head now. The opulence is insane. The contrast is ridiculous. The opulence is absolutely insane. And sadly, this is what's happening today. This is real life. This is happening right now. People are living like this. Both spectrums are, or rather both ends of the spectrum are represented right here that we're living today. It's wild. What is that flashback?
It's really hard to tell just from a reaping, but I think this is a very interesting mix.
A reaping? These terms are doing my head in. A reaping? Reaping. No.
Yes.
In 2 weeks, 23 of you will be dead.
Hey.
1 of you will be alive, particularly to what I'm about to say. First, no
They have
fighting with the other
actual
tributes.
children.
You'll have plenty of...
They have other kids. They actually have small children in there. I did say it was not going to be an even fight. Yeah.
time.
You know what my mother said? She said District 12 might finally have a winner. But she wasn't talking about me. She was talking about you.
It really be your own sometimes. It really be your own. No one drags you like the people closest to you. Nobody. Imagine, that's the vote of confidence he got from his mother, that he's not gonna win. What are these flashbacks? She's so tiny, guys. She's so tiny. Yo. It's a little baby. Those are her age mates. She's gonna shoot at one of them because I feel like she's such a loose cannon. She might shoot at one of them to get their attention. Yo, girl. I didn't see it. No one saw it. They don't care. This, wow. What did I say? Okay, not at one of them, but I knew she was going to shoot at something that would get their attention.
For your consideration.
An 11.
She earned it.
I can't stand the contrast between the celebration and the joy and like the oh yay, this is fun and exciting that their handlers have, but these people are literally walking into their would-be death. It's just so jarring. It's so jarring. It's so jarring.
So, contain it.
Right.
I don't think he has the capability. I don't think he can contain the hope. There's something a little raw and untried about him in comparison to the old man. Interesting.
It does happen at this point. There's only one winner, right?
It's easy to forget that.
We should have.
It's easy to forget that this is a competition because they make it seem so, oh yay, we're in this together, camaraderie, hey, we'll help you, we'll equip you, and you have all our support, and you have all these mentors, and then you're lulled into the sense of security of like, oh, we're gonna come out of this together. We come from the same district, we come from the same background, we've trained together, we've worked together, we know and understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. But really, again, like he said, only one comes out alive. Yeah.
Because she came here with me.
Oh. No, he did not. No, he didn't. What? How do you declare your unrequited crush on someone on live television, on national TV, in these circumstances? Why would you do that? You're getting in her head, aren't you? Is that why you're doing that? That's the only reason why you would do that. Because why would you do that? This is so weird for me. One of you has to die. The proximity, doesn't that cloud your judgment?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Doesn't that cloud how you react and treat the people? Because you've formed a bond in the last 4 days of training and stuff. And then now you set out into the wild to fight each other to the death. That's so cruel. It's so cruel. And they've been fattening them up and feeding them and making them all like fatted calves, and then they're gonna go in and basically off each other one by one. I'm so nervous about the games now because now I have story, I have backstory, I have exposition. I know these people to a degree, and they now matter to me more than just names that were called out of a bowl. I'm just like, why? Why is this a thing? I really don't understand this relationship. I don't understand why they keep fostering these relationships, because you're basically grooming them to their death. How is this okay? How is this okay? They've normalized it and made it palatable and acceptable. And it's like, it's not though. It's really not. I'm having a hard time with these relationships with their mentors.
Here. I'd bet on you.
Why does everyone just have so much hope in her? They just met her 4 days ago. Why? Because she can shoot a bow and arrow? That's lovely. But why does everyone have so much hope for her? Again, they just met her 4 days ago. I mean, she's the main character, right? So
10 seconds.
This is the part that I'm starting to get nervous for real for, because I typically do not like gory things. I can't watch gory stuff. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of gore on here. I mean, we were seeing someone bludgeon someone to death with a brick in a previous game. Or in a previous showcase. So already I'm just like, ah! But okay, let me breathe. I'll be fine. But still. I hate gore. Yo. I'm so nervous. Yo. Just like that. Yo. This is insanely tense. And brutal. And just right out the gate. How are you sleeping with both eyes closed? Go to sleep with one eye open. Why would you signal where you are with the fire like that? That's so dumb. Or it's a trap. Oh god, they're gonna get you.
Gone in the first 8 hours. And Claudius,
Not even a day.
I see an alliance.
In a third of a day. Also, what's gonna happen to that little alliance that they formed? Those District 1 people. Because one of you has to survive out of the 24. Yeah. Again, sleep with one eye open, ma'am. Why would you sleep with both eyes closed? Why would you do that?
She's gotta come down at some point. It's that or starve to death. We'll just kill her then.
Hey! This is so insane. Oh! Ooh! I'm so nervous again. Oh no! I am so nervous. Oh no! Oh no! Excuse me. She can't agitate the hive. Is it a hive? I'm gonna call it a hive. She can't agitate the hive because then it's not gonna go and attack the people that she wants it to attack. It's gonna come for her, so she has to. This is so precarious. This is so precarious. Ooh. I can't watch this. They stung her to death. Do you know how insane that is? Yo, just take the ball, girl, and run. Woo! Why did she have those leaves on her? Who put them there? Oh, he probably helped her. Is it Rue? Again? But will she have to kill Rue?
Couple of days. I changed your leaves twice.
Thank you.
She's so resilient. How did she... I didn't think she'd survive this long. A couple of days. And this kid was just like... Did they forget about her? Did the other people forget about her? Because, wow. I really hope that Rue doesn't die at her hand. Because what in the wild? That would be so sick.
This green stuff.
Yo.
You're okay. You're okay.
But I mean, what was gonna happen anyways? It's not like they were gonna survive. But it's literally one has to survive. But I'm glad she didn't die at Katniss's hands, though. At least she didn't betray her. Or Rue didn't betray Katniss, nor did Katniss betray Rue. But it's so sad. Okay, it's just like 12 or something. That's interesting. Well, obviously, because they're trying to get two people to win. That's a very interesting rule. They have to be from the same district. Crap, she needs to find that dude. Excuse me? Awkward. That's so forced. I don't like that. Yo! I don't understand this escalation. Like, what? I understand logically the things that preceded it, but emotionally it's like moving way too fast. I'm failing to connect. I'm barely recovering from Rue's death, and now I must buy into, anyway, we'll get to that at the end. Now I must buy into their love story. How? What? Hey? So he likes her for real, for real. I'm getting nervous again because, like, surely this is about to be a big fight. So it's definitely a controlled environment. Huh?
Oh, that's great.
What animal is that?
That's it.
Is it a like another genetically modified something? It looks like a big cat. Breathe. Well, we're 20 minutes away, so there has to be a climax, right? We're in the third act. It really is a controlled environment. Fully. They are in control and have been in control this entire time. What animal is that though? And it's so big. And it probably is carnivorous. Ah! Jump away. I knew it. What the heck is that? You guys are running on two legs. It's running on all fours. Why does it look like an ape? Because the face looks kind of like it's humanoid, but it has all fours and it has. Ooh, what is that animal? Guys, it's on all fours. You only have 2 feet. You have a clear shot. You have a clear shot. Just go for his eye. Is she gonna go for his eye? Like she's been doing with the squirrels. No! I'm scared to see. But that's the only clear shot she has, because with the neck thingy, she could get Peter. So literally just is like a headshot.
Only one victor may be crowned. Good luck.
Why did I have hope? Why did I allow myself to have hope? What did man say about hope earlier? Exactly.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
How are they going to get out of this? One of them has to die, as I've been saying since the beginning of the movie. This is so messed up.
Together. Okay.
Annual Hunger Games.
Wow. Okay, so that was The Hunger Games, and I don't know where to begin. My comments, my thoughts, my observations, how I felt about it. I felt a lot of things. I don't know where to begin. I really don't know where to begin because there's a lot that was happening in this movie. So let's start at the beginning. Right? Okay, so I thought when I started watching this movie, I thought we were going to just, maybe get 10 minutes of exposition just to kind of get everybody up to speed and know what's going to happen, and then we're in straight into the games. I really thought that the bulk of this movie was going to be about the brutality and the actual games where they are surviving and trying to survive and eventually having a single winner. And then no, the movie said no, we're not going to do that. We are instead going to have a much longer exposition, which then was a problem, because what it did was not a problem, it was a good thing, but a problem for me, because what then it did was that I grew attached. Like any good movie is supposed to do, you're supposed to grow attached to I suppose the main characters, or at least the main characters. And I did, because then there was story and there was emotion attached to the faces. There was background and history and a whole life lived before they were chosen and selected for this brutal, whack ass, weirdo, sick game for the entertainment of rich folks and the privileged upper class, whom, by the way, I don't know how they got to that position, because it wasn't clear how they are there. They just are there. It's almost like they opened their eyes, everybody opened their eyes, and we had these two classes where we had the rich and we had the poor, where we had the oppressors and the oppressed. How that happened, this is very murky for me. Maybe I need to read the book to really understand the history behind that. And then while speaking about that history, or at least the difference in classes, what I've picked up as well is that it appears that there is no way to be socially upwardly mobile. There's no way to move up the ranks. There's no way to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. It doesn't happen here. It's like if you're born here in this class, this is where you are up until you die. Whether you are born in the, what do we even call them? Do they have a name? I'm pretty sure they have a name, but I don't know what the name is. But I'm going to call them the upper class and the lower class. So if you're born in the upper class, and that's kind of like your life forever, and if you're born in the lower class, that's your life, or you could die before your life actually plays out, because every year there's this annual game that the sickos and force onto you that you have to play, because they hold all the power. There's just so much happening in this movie. In the beginning, I kept on being pulled out of the experience of watching the movie, because the things that were being said, the themes that were being explored, at least up until the game started, really very much so were what we're facing in the world today. That the earth is bursting with minerals, with resources, and with there's enough for everyone to have. There's lots to go around, but then there's a select few who have all this like opulence and all this extravagant things that they don't really need. And then you have those that are in desperate need of like basic stuff, basic clean water, basic food, basic access to food. And again, this is the world as it is today. And I did say in the beginning as well, where I said, will we ever get to a point as humanity, as a people, a species, whatever you want to call us, to the point where we're all equal, where like equality is a thing and not a myth or an imagined thing, or a hoped for and an aspired for thing that never really comes to fruition. I wonder. I really do wonder. And also, my other thing that I wanted to address was, it appears that, again, going back to the point of lack of social upward mobility, it's not really a society based on meritocracy, is it? I don't think that it is, because what qualifies the rich people, again, I really am stuck on that. What qualifies the rich people to be where they are? Because the only time where there's a semblance of meritocracy is in the games. You know, you fight for your survival, and then you're rewarded by either, again, sponsors, or by being the victor and being the better person, being the better fighter, being the better survivor, being the better hunter, being the better whatever skill it is that you're good at, you being the better one, and that skill is rewarded, that you're given merit for that. That's the only place that meritocracy is a thing. But then it's camouflaged and packaged by the upper class to make it seem as though everybody can access it. But I mean, as the old man said, why do I keep calling him the old man? I need a name for him. Is he the president? The president. We'll call him the president. Whether he is or not, we don't know. Well, I don't know. You guys probably do know. But he did say that it is packaged in this thing where it's like, oh, the 24 tributes have a chance at this thing, and it's again packaged as hope, and you know, meritocracy is on your side. It really isn't, because it's biased, right? It is tailored, and it's basically manufactured to suit, again, the entertainment purposes of the upper class. It's sick. It's so sick. It really bothered me for a good chunk of the first and second act, because I just couldn't get into the movie like that. Because every time they'd use terminology like the reaping. These are people that you're speaking about. These are actual human beings that are being referred to as crops. And oh man, it was just and just the unfeelingness of it and inhumaneness of it really bothered me. Very well made movie. Very, very well made. Wow, I'm surprised. I enjoyed this movie quite a lot. Well, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! And cut.